What's up everybody? Welcome back to my shop. My name is Taylor, and in this video I'm going to be starting what I'm hoping is a very fun lapidary project. As you saw from the title and thumbnail, we're cutting open ammonites. This video is part 1 of 3. Part 2 and 3 are also on ammonites. More on that in a second. But these two ammonites in this video, they are from the Cretaceous period, and one of them has a little hole on the outside of its shell which has fire, or like a really cool sheen with lots of colors. It has a hole in it that when you look really close to it with the light, it has some crystals in there, and that is the hope for cutting open these ammonites, that you can reveal the chambers on the inside and there's crystals inside, or even I'll be happy with beautiful suture lines. I just don't know. I've cut them in the past. We've had beautiful suture lines, we've had chambers with crystals, we've had nothing. So it's a gamble. I think these look very promising though. So that's part 1. Part 2 is cutting open 3 ammonites with a ton of fire on the outside of them, and they are from the Jurassic period. Part 3 is going to be cutting open a bunch of really big ammonites from also the Cretaceous period. One of them also has a hole in it that shows crystals on the inside. So I'm very excited for that. The information on when those part 2 and part 3 are going to be posted will be in the description box below, so you don't miss it. But I'm excited to get to cutting. I'm very nervous. Let me show you what I'm going to be cutting these ammonites with, and then we'll peel the band-aid and get to cutting. So here's the tool that I'm going to be using to cut these ammonites. It is a 6-inch high-tech diamond saw with a thin sintered blade. The blade is so thin, it spins and it grinds away the material slowly. So when we're done, my hope is that the exterior doesn't flake off and break off, and it is in the same condition as it is as before I cut it. That's also the process for when we get to polishing. I want the exterior to be in good shape and the inside to be polished, but we won't get to the polishing part unless the inside's beautiful, and we need to start that by cutting. So I'm gonna get all my gear on and we'll peel the band-aid. Like I said, we'll get to cutting. So real quick before we peek at this thing, I want to show you a couple of things. First off, the center of the ammonite, the umbilicus, we didn't cut through it on, or did we cut through it on that side? Oh, we did cut through it on that side a little bit, but the exterior has beautiful suture lines. You can see it all in through there. I didn't see those before. Oh, so awesome. All right, let's check this thing out. Just hoping that there's something cool on the inside. Hey, that is awesome! It's got some crystallization going on in here. Oh my gosh, awesome. I believe these are septa lines in the chambers. So I believe this is filled in with, oh gosh, sediment, and then these filled in with crystals. I am happy with that. We have something. I've cut them before, and there's not even the septa chamber lines or anything. So, okay. That is cool. That will make for an awesome display piece that will get polished up very, very nicely. I will be extremely delicate with the polishing process with that. So yes, you can see some of the shell here is breaking off a little bit, but it's in good shape. They're both in great shape. Woo! I'm so excited. Oh, I hope you guys made it through that without sweating. Oh my gosh. If you guys like this, help support this video by hitting that like button and subscribe or follow if you're new. But yeah, let's check this one out. This is the one that has the hole in it. It's got the crystal there. I like that the crystal there is closer to this opening where a lot of that sediment will come in. So I'm hopeful that there's maybe a better opportunity for more crystals with this one, but we gotta cut it. It's a little thicker, a little less stressful. we'll take it very, very slow. So cut number 2 went even better than the first cut. I'm really excited. We're gonna look at it in just a second here. I just wanna say 2 little things. First off, huge shout out to the folks at High Tech Diamond for making amazing saws and blades so that we can cut open ammonite fossils without them completely exploding. It went so well. Check them out, linked in the description box below. And 2, I was thinking about this while I was cutting it. I was like, isn't it amazing that however old this thing is, tens of thousands of years old, 65 million years old, like whatever, at some point this ammonite was a living creature. And now, however it made it here, it made it to us, and we're getting to seeing inside it. Like, it gets a second chance at being revealed and being admired, and I think that's just so cool. So that's why this stuff just gets me so excited. It's so much fun. So let's check out our last ammonite fossil from the Cretaceous period for this part 1. So here it is again, the little hole. I saw it bubbling while we were cutting, so that makes me think maybe there are chambers inside with crystals. I caught it perfectly. I didn't cut into the umbilicus in the center. The exterior shell looks fantastic. We got some gorgeous suture lines on the outside. I'm so pumped. Let's see. Oh, yes! It's got geode pockets on the inside. Multiple geode cavities. That is so awesome, you guys. Oh my gosh. It's like red over here, orange over here, septa lines. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. Check this out. Oh, are they gonna pop out or no? Maybe they're more intact. I thought those were loose crystals in there. Isn't this just amazing? Like I said, living creature at one point, and then whatever happened, it now has crystals inside a fossil. How does that not get you just so excited? And the coloring of it too, orange and red and kind of pink. Oh my gosh, it's just fantastic. This has to be, you know, of all the ammonites I've cut open, this is probably the second best one I've ever cut. It's fantastic. I'm gonna be such a careful polisher while bringing this over to my Cap King and making it all shiny. So, ooh, that is sweet. Let's go start polishing these. Good job, saw. We'll see you for part 2. Over here is my Cab King. It's an 8-inch unit. It has res wheels on it. And normally when I'm cutting agates on my saws, I have to start over on the 220 grit wheel. This is a new one. And an old 220 grit wheel. Then I move over to the 140, 280, 600, 1200, and 3000 grit. And that gets me the polish that I showed you from that ammonite earlier, and how I've gotten the polish on all of these other beautiful agates, minerals, and fossils. But because ammonites, these guys right here, I believe, because they're softer, they're a little softer, I think I'll be able to get away with starting on the 600 grit wheel, 1200, and 3000. If I get to 1200, and I'm going to double check it, if I get to 1200 grit and I dry them off and I still see some of those saw blade marks that you can see there, right there, perfect. I'm going to back it up to the 600 grit and we'll try it again. If I can't get it, I will have to back up to 280. I don't think I'm going to have to do that. So we're going to fire this bad boy up. I got to get some water, bring it over here with my little water heater, warm that bad boy up. Then we'll get to polishing and we'll show you these amazing ammonites all polished up. So the first ammonite that I cut is also the first ammonite that I have polished, and it looks awesome. Something really cool happened with one of them too, and I can't wait to show you. But the process of 600, 1200, and 3000 worked perfectly. No saw blade marks. It turned out really awesome. I can't wait to polish number 2, but let's take a peek at the first one. So here's the first side. Look at the beautiful exterior with those suture lines all throughout it. So awesome. And then the inside, that looks just great, polished. So cool. Love the lines and everything like that. And the other half where I did cut through the umbilicus is actually my favorite one, because up in here we got some really cool color play going on. Got the fire in there. That is so sweet from that beautiful sheen of the shell. Oh, love it so much. Turned out great. I think these are awesome, and I'm excited to now polish the second one. And the polish on our second ammonite went perfectly. Look at how beautiful that is. Amazing geode cavities down here. Beautiful color. Kind of like a yellowy orange and some red, reddish orange. Awesome crystals. We almost have quartz banding down here in these. How amazing is that? This is one of the most beautiful ammonites I have ever cut. Definitely the best one I've ever polished. It's probably number 2 for cutting. I cut one that was basically like this, but about 4 times bigger. It was pretty sweet. So, oh, that is so cool. Our ammonites, let's see if I can do this without dropping these. Our ammonites, these Cretaceous little beauties, were not at all a disappointment. I am so happy that they both are completely intact and took a phenomenal polish. Oh, it's a very fun start to this lapidary project. All right, so I am back where I started this whole part 1 at, and I'm looking at my Jurassic ammonites, the larger Cretaceous ammonites for parts 2 and 3. I'm so excited for that. I hope you're excited. We got off to a banging start with these 2 awesome ammonites with crystals inside. How awesome is that? Crystals inside fossils. It's a blast. This guy right here is going to be going up on my display shelf. It's a keeper for sure. But anyway, again, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit that like button, and I cannot wait for you to join me for parts 2 and 3. We'll see you next time. Bye.